these. Check, check, check. Okay, there we go. Good morning and welcome back. It looks like the pre-market session here had some action. Let's come off of the disclaimer here. Remember that day trading, of course, is risky. Day trading is risky business. Do not use money that you cannot afford to lose. So with that being said, let's jump into it here. Take a look at the scans. It seems like there's been a pretty active pre-market today. A couple of tickers, including VCIG, ADVB, and a few others had pushed up a little bit. Even MOBX, which I think actually might be in play today, it did sell off a little bit versus the after-hour highs, but it might be in play. It might be the type of stock that if the conflict overseas continue, maybe their contracts are able to get extended, and so this could end up, being a multi-day runner. It's not that far off to see something like that happening. But if it is a pretty abrupt, conflict, then they're probably going to be back down. And I guess people are probably going to continue to keep an eye out for the news. But for now, it's still in play, and I think it'll be worth having on the watch list. ADVB looks like it might be cooked. So VCIG, how did it do after they pull back below 30? There could still be something left in the tank here. It's too early to say. We're definitely pulling back, but hard to say if it's like a full-on backside yet. But VCIG pulling back for now. Coming down on the list, CANF and others. CANF, our high point was around 736. Since then, it's held up for the most part. So typically, when the stocks are done, we're probably going to be back down all the way. This one did have a good size retracement, but if we were able to get back over the VWAP, which is about $1 share above where we are now, it definitely could look, somewhat threatening to at least retest those highs. So I'll keep this one on my watch list. So VCIG, CANF, and MOBX. Yesterday I kind of felt very like, after the stream, I came back after the stream and was here, kind of looking at the large cap portfolio, and then I started editing this video. Right? I started editing a video I posted yesterday, and MOBX, I looked at it, pretty early at like 50 cents. I'm like, okay, I don't know, like for some reason I underestimated it. Like I didn't think we would continue to go. It started to pull back. I'm like, okay, whatever. But I needed to keep an eye on that pullback, that first pullback after the first extension. It might have even been at like 62 cents. I kept editing, and then before you know it, I'm looking back. It's at 72, and I'm like, bro. I ended up feeling some crazy FOMO yesterday because it's the type of stock that we would love to trade, as in like we had multiple legs, and it didn't really Christmas tree after the first move, right? Which means, once you get into a rhythm, once you get in sync, and you're getting to that second, third leg, you can definitely be able to put some size behind the trades and capture the opportunities. So definitely a little bit of a tough one there for me, but good to see momentum like that. And hopefully, whether it's penny stocks, I mean, I don't know if it'll be penny stocks because it's a defense company, right? MOBX. It's related to the Iran and the U.S. conflict. So defense supplier. We'll see if we get something else related to the war today, or maybe just like a fresh, different catalyst. But that seems to be the kind of news we're seeing. So I don't always like to look at news, but sometimes it definitely makes sense depending on the context of what's happening. So that conflict is fresh. So anything along those lines could be good. Not guaranteed, but could be good. So hopefully we see a strong stock. AIFF and others are also hitting the scans. So, the goal for me will be to find a strong stock and then go from there. Trade the setups that I know and love to the best of my abilities with confidence and respect my stop in a trade relative to the pattern I'm trading. I want to respect my risk and not hold trades against, levels where we're looking too weak, right? Once we break down key support levels, you got to cut them quickly, keep it tight, give yourself a good chance at catching the move on the upside. So AIFF looks pretty good. We can add this one to the watch list here. Time 25. I'm going to start my screen recording and then check the headline here for AIFF quickly. Let's see. The pastor is back in full farm, back on the live. Bro, I told you guys I wasn't gonna be gone forever. Okay, just kind of took a little bit of time to finally rise up. Okay, AIFF. Let's just see here quickly. I'm honestly, guys, I gotta. I know I keep saying it, but I'm like really enjoying the day trade dash scans here. Like everything it has to offer. Let's see. The human brain powered by NVIDIA GPU acceleration. So this is more like, do we want to say hardware, software, Firefly, a development and commercial launch of its foundation model. So human brain, I'm guessing it has something to do with like neuroscience. So this looks like a completely different catalyst from the one from yesterday, which is fine, right? No issues there. As long as we can see an uptrend and a strong one, I have no issue, no problem. The first 5 minutes, I don't know if I'll take a trade. Maybe I do, but I'll be rotating through the top 3-4 stocks here to see what's holding up, what's looking good. But after the first 5 minutes, we need to see something holding up, and if possible, if we're breaking out of the pre-market channel early, that'll be pretty good. If not, we might have to wait the first 10-15 minutes or something to really give a good uptrend. That's where I'm at my best. I don't mind trading the pullbacks at all, as long as that pullback is leading to an uptrend, of course, right? That's where I see the best success on pullback trades. Also, if we see some good opportunities and we're connecting, we're gonna look to get a little bit more size on there as well, and we're gonna look to lock in a good day. So AIFF, why not? I'll watch this one into the open and then rotate from there. Two minutes to go. 2 minutes. VCIG now pulled back to 22. So maybe it could be official backside. We had 32 highs. Just, if we were holding like 27, 26, could have had a much better chance of retesting that high. But, still above the VWAP, but still quite the pullback so far. I also will be keeping my eye on the chat here to see if there's anything that gets called out. So with about a minute to go, let's trade to the best of our abilities. Let's be disciplined. Let's be firm. Let's be confident. Let's look forward to a good day. Let's manage risk. Tomorrow, I'll be here for the pre-market session tomorrow. I think 7 a.m. Maybe a little bit before 7 a.m., but should be a good one. Uh-oh. Yeah, VCIG might halt up. If it does, I don't think it looks too good. Pulling back, though, from that halt level. AIFF attempting through 32, not quite. VCIG halted down. By the way, shout out to I think it was Scott, if I remember the name correctly, that told me how to get the day trade dash charts to the to increase the decimal points for the pennies. Not seeing any callouts from the chat just yet. AIFF still keeping an eye here. Over 36 could be good if it does end up going early. It's hard to say how long it could consolidate. You know, sometimes we do see the breakout in the first 5. Sometimes it might be the first 10. I'm going to wait a little bit. Once it does get over 36, if we can hold up our previous, you know, If our current highs at that point become support and we can hold up and continue, I'll get back involved there. Gonna ease off these scratch trades for now. So VCIG halted down. It's looking pretty weak. ADVB also backside and looking pretty weak. MOBX, how's it doing? MOBX is struggling here to start. ASNS is looking okay. Switching over to ASNS. Cheaper stock moving up. Looks decent. Pre-market highs at 53. All right, this looks good. Let me get ready for this one. ASNS. Again, we've been seeing some penny stocks, right? So maybe there could be something here. We'll see. Time, we're pulling back on the 5-minute. Our candlestick is relatively fresh. Quick red to green there. Okay. I don't want to chase it. I'll be patient here. Dude, this decimal place on the chart is coming in clutch now, bro. Holy smokes. Through 50. Through 50. It's okay. If I take these trades here, I'm gonna use smaller size. I think there's just still a little bit of risk trying to, chase it like this. I'd love to see a pullback, like right about now. If we can see a pullback, would be pretty good. Something in the short term, something quick. I'm gonna throw out a starter here. Smaller size, and if we come lower, I'll add a little bit more. Okay, maybe too small of size. Let's see what it does here. Could hold tight. It could end up pulling back a little more. Hard to say right now. What the goal is right here is for our 5 minute candlestick to hold up and stay green and continue green. If not, we see that early pullback. We need to see back over 50, and back over 50, if it's good, should result to 51 here. Oh man, my hotkeys are like not the best. 50 right there, not really pushing over 51. I might try the breakout. It'll be a little bit more risky, but I think could be worth it if we see that level. It's gonna be a tough trade to get. I think I might have hesitated a little too long there, but watching. Come on. Okay. Okay. I definitely sold that way too soon. It's still, volume is still going. We're like at the pre-market highs here. It'll be best if it goes. If it goes, we should be looking pretty interesting. We need through 54. Oh, wow, that was pretty good. Do not fail. Do not fail. Keep going. 56, 56, 57. Like you know you want to. We got 60. It's opening up, but we got to be careful of big dips. I kind of want to size more, but there's going to be more risk. Maybe I wait, right? I think I'll wait. It's too risky. If we're gonna see this stock go to $1 here, it's still pretty early. But we gotta be careful of the pullback. Damn it, bro. It's like it just might be super strong. I got smaller size here. See, I kind of fumbled that dip. I should have been in. I kind of took my eyes off the level 2. Not even for that long either. It's moving pretty quick. Time is 42. The candlestick is pretty bullish still. But hopefully I need it to like linger, you know? If not, it's like getting in is gonna be kind of tricky. If it's moving too fast. Like right here, I'm chasing this entry. Is it gonna pay off? I'm using smaller size. I get paid off a little bit there, but not how I want to be trading. 62.7 is our high. If it makes a new high, I might have to just go for it because maybe it's just one of those stocks that just, you know, I don't want to have my aggression too low, trying to like be too safe on the risk, but at the same time have to manage risk too. Waiting. Min. And it's not instant. That was close to going there though. I might try again. Damn these sellers, man. That's like a false breakout if you ask me. We came pretty close. We didn't quite get it. Do we see a bigger pullback here? It could try again, but we could see that bigger pullback in time. We're gonna get a new candle in the higher time frame here soon. I'd rather see it break out now. If not, maybe we see a bigger pullback. Yeah, we might see a bigger pullback. I'm gonna have to use my best discretion here to get in patiently. So that was the first move, right? Well, what the stock yesterday did is that right here, it didn't just go back down to like 40 cents. Like if this holds up 50, 55, whatever, and we go again, I'm going to use more size in the next one going up. But can we see the stock hold up and, try again? Can we see 70 cents out of this stock? See, that wasn't a real big dip. Kind of held tightly there. I want to try and hold this position a little longer. Can we see 65, 66? If it's strong, we should see 70. So I want to try and give it a chance, but I'm risking unrealized gains, of course. Mm, 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 mm. See, I gave up like 5 cents of unrealized gains there. Not good. Only sold half at the highs, but we're holding up there, which is good to see. That's a tough one. It's still holding, so, maybe it might have been out a little too soon. It has range, then, it's moving quick, man. Got to be back in faster. I need a chance to get size. I need a chance to get size. That's the only thing right now. I mean, it's going to be risk, of course, but we're looking to... I hope this hotkey still works. I didn't use this in so long. Jeez. There's 72. Might have added early there. I don't, well, let's be careful. I don't think it'll fill, but you never know. Damn it, bro. I gotta do better than that. I only got 4,500 shares down there. Like worried about adding too soon, and it's like that's the exact bot I was adding in the perfect place. Goodness. Pastor, Pastor, we have to step it up, but we will. Here's a new candlestick coming. Not quite ready. We got lows of what's the low here? 66, 65 area, but we'll have to see into this new candle if it does hold up. I'm hoping we get over 72 before it really dips. What's the time? It's 9:50, still fairly early in the day. We haven't had a major pullback yet. The stock has been very bullish. I think once we start to see a pretty big pullback, we got to be careful for that, much more drawn out kind of a move. For now, it's still in the uptrend. But we need over 72 to continue up there to 80. And hopefully, today's today. Yesterday was yesterday, but hopefully we can see a repeat of yesterday. If not, it is fine. If it fails right here, no problem. But hopefully we see a continued push. Watching it here to see how it does. Will buyer step in as we're coming down? I'm going to give it a shot. Tight stop, though. Tight stop. Back out for about a half-cent loss there. So we're seeing our first big pullback. This is fine. We just have to give it a little time and see if it's able to hold up. If we get the Christmas tree here, then it's done. Christmas tree might be like 57, 50, 56. So we're getting a 5-minute pullback. I'll be watching. If there's a red to green, I'll be keeping an eye. 62. And hopefully it consolidates, man, because sometimes you get the V shape and like I'm stuck like Chuck. Risking $45 here. And taking that loss. It's maybe still early. Might be very early. We could see 70 here. Damn, son. Holy smokes. That was a quick red to green. Okay. Definitely still volatile. I got stopped out right there. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Close one. Not good. Got a bit of a high fill there. Six, nine. The fills are definitely a little tough. Or I guess it's volatile, so your fill can be tough. We have a bull flag. Will the bull flag break out on a 5-minute chart? I think I'm stopping out of some trades too quickly. I gotta like give it more time in over the last like 4 trades, so gotta make that adjustment here. Like we should have been holding here. We're out too soon. Hold time, bro. Hold time. Hold time. I'm getting caught in between wanting to take some quick profits and then, you know, staying in. Damn, son. The stock is definitely consolidating here for now. The opportunity, I think, the opportunity will be at break of 72. We could see like the next leg up. My fills are crazy right now. Taking too many trades here. Fair, 66. We still have to remember the low of the consolidation is kind of low, so we got to tighten up here a little bit. We kind of got a little too mixy just now. Oh no. Oh wow. Oh wow. Is it a false breakout though? Oh my god, it's still dropping. Damn. Bro, that false breakout just now, man. What was that? This is a big level here. If it doesn't hold, it might be cooked. See, the moment we stopped uptrending, I kind of like took too many trades at like that 66 range, thinking and hoping we'll get 72 and above, but also no luck. I mean, I kind of fumbled there so many times. I could have at least made a cent or two here and there, but just you'll get like a new low and then it'll go up like 3 cents. I get stopped out. So, but I'll take it, and it's still bullish, but I have to maybe wait on the longer time frame to see a red to green here at the highs. We got new lows. 300 off the top, not too bad. I was telling Steve yesterday, like, we fumbled the bag. Like, I think he had to do something, and I was there doing the video. I don't know, the editing takes so long on like a 2-minute video. I'm there for taking so much time. It's crazy. Next stock, AIFF. Let's check it out. Looking pretty decent. ASNS. AIFF. Looking decent. This one, highs are, it's a tight range here. It's not really that much range. We're 3 minutes in. There's 20. Can we hold up? Nope. I'm cutting that trade. It might be reclaiming. It's hard to say. ASNS at 65 cents. Can I hold this to what was the high? 34 actually is the high. That's high of day. High of the range 26. Holy shit. Crap. I'm taking size here. Tight stop. Can we retest that halt level? KB, are you here? Or is this a bluff? Bro, these stocks can't be doing that, man. Like, I went from 500 shares to 5,000 shares. I gotta calm down here. 37. What I don't like is that volume and that volatility comes and then it goes away. Like, we're back to like 1 cent at a time here. By the way, ASNS had a good 5-minute candlestick over what's that? Over like 66, 67. You could maybe retest the highs. I think this one is a bluff. This AIFF is like a bluff. It you know, maybe it's slow and steady, but not as volatile as that breakout would have indicated. Yeah, I don't want to trade this. Should have been halted up already. So here I'll, you know, it's a little bit more risky, but there might be an opportunity. JZXN. Let's check it out. JZXN. I'm not seeing much. Not seeing much right in this moment. VCIG resumption. Where's it halted down? Yep. Yeah, that one. Short sellers got that one, man. I was thinking maybe if we held up the VWAP into the open, it could maybe try for red to green, but it was already backside. When you trade pre-market, like you can see it a little bit more easily, you know? When you come for the open, it's somewhat hard to tell if they're still holding higher. We're retesting the lows here for this platform is definitely different than Schwab. This feeble, like even how you like have to hit the hotkeys to sell. $63, nice. This thing could still be good, you know. This one here could still be good. We're still in this we're still in this like channel here. If it's able to curl back up, we can maybe get the breakout over time. Hard to say though. What's good is that we're holding up lows. DLXY moving up. Yeah, once the guy on YouTube told me that I can get the decimal place on the chart, like how to do it. I just didn't. I had no idea. I should have looked it up on ChatGTP, but now I'm very like really satisfied. I think ASNS is still the best stock to keep an eye on. The others are somewhat, maybe under VWAP, not quite there. UPXI, how's this one looking? Still UPXI lighter volume, not quite there yet. JZXN, I think, still not quite there. At least for me personally. SHMD. So yesterday when I went for breakfast, right, as in like right here at the house, I think part of that is why I like missed the opportunity. Honestly, I don't know. I'll have to figure something out. Like I don't want to move. The FOMO has gotten to me to the point where it's like I have to return to like the highest levels of seriousness, you know? We're really as traders, we're obviously if you know bathroom breaks and to get food, but it's like if we know the market is hot, like it might just be better to like order something to the house, you know? I'll have to get my dad to make me something here because if this curls over, if I leave and it curls over, 65, I'm cooked. I'll come back. I have this thing inside of me which is like it's not good. I have to get over it, right? If I come back and the stock is at 75, 80, I'm gonna be telling myself I missed the move. But it might be going to $1 and it's like hard for me to jump in, you know? There's still sellers here. Oh, that is brutal. Damn. See, that's why the breakout trade is risky, and that looked great. Like we bought out almost all the shares there already. Yep, and of course I took size. Good attempt. But it drops a cent, almost 2 cents, like instantly there. So as the buying is going through, maybe someone sells a big position. It's here to try. It's trying again. Gotta remain encouraged and keep watching. Hold dip. See the first time. Okay, all right. Little volatile there. At first time would have been nice. Come on. Fight. Fight. Do not let the short sellers get the better of us here. They will feel the pain of going short. Save, if you're watching this, bro, I'm sorry. Well, we're gonna have to cook you today, brother. not, not personal. They're 69. Oh, it might open up here. Mm, 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 mm. There's definitely risk here. Risk of the false breakout, but so far so good. And I'm early. About a 1 cent stop here. I got a high fill, but I gotta deal with it. Keep telling myself like I have to fix my hotkeys, but I kind of don't know how to on this Webull platform, right? I gotta change. Maybe I need to change my layout over on DAS because I'm like having like overlapping hotkeys. So I have one of them as control, right? But I kind of had to do that because I didn't want to like have the accident of like taking size on the other platform. It's kind of, I have probably not explaining it the best, but Still looks good. I think it still looks good. We'll see. This is not good. Like we should have been holding up 65. This is a flush out for sure. Short sellers are feel good about that. It's like we gave back all that progress from 60 to 66, 67. Yeah, it's having trouble. We're still in the bull flag in the context of the 5 minute. Let's see a 15 minute. How do we look? 50 on the 15 minute, still looks pretty good. Definitely worth sticking around for. The flag is still young. VCIG. That one is in the depths. Bro, I just hope we can continue to see a hot market, honestly. Like, if we can just see hot days every day, I know exactly what to expect. I kind of want to call Save to see if he's short on this thing. Like, if he is short, where is he short? Is he short into the highs? Is he still waiting to go short? We need the short sellers to be in torment and agony. so so that us long traders can have some upside potential. I know it's like it probably sounds so bad, like people listening, but you know, or let's put it like this: Sabe will get the highest point and then get the move back down after the longs have celebrated. So we both win, right? The longs and the shorts. Small red to green here happening off the lows. Not bad. Highs, let's see. It's up about 2-3 cents there. It's still strong, I think if we keep holding 60, it's still strong. I probably should have been in down there. Maybe a little too much talking. It's turned out to be quite the red to green. Okay. I'm definitely beating my expectations here. If you blink, you will miss it. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Does it go all the way here? I'm not in at the lows, so I'm asking myself, what's a good entry here now? It's a tough position. It's either a breakout or a short-term tighter dip, like a 1-minute pullback or something. Good move, good move. Sometimes it happens when you least expect it. This pullback is fine as long as we're not retesting the absolute low. Looking to keep it tight just in case. $60 was a big level. There's 59, 60. Trying 61 for 63, 64. There's definitely a little bit more volatility here in this area. Show me 63. Good. Will we see 64? We might, but I took 63. See, so I missed this beautiful red to green, and the dip that came wasn't a tight dip to retest the highs. It just, back down to the lows. So got to catch that move up, man. Maybe, again, a little too much talking maybe at that time right there. Full on V shape. Okay. All right. Damn, boy. I'm chasing like a madman here. I don't love it. See, these are the areas where we could get the surprise move through all the way through 70, but you know, maybe not likely. Gotta still manage risk. Mm. Come on. Really? What's the holdup? What is the holdup? What's the time? What's the time? 43. We need the 5 minute candlestick to make the new high. We haven't had an uptrend in a long time. We've had like the bounce off the lows, but we haven't really had like a real uptrend, you know? Still feel like my whole time needs to be longer in some trades. Like, should have still been in right there. Probably full size too, holding that whole thing. Like, look at that. Like, it just happens so randomly sometimes. Come on, give us something real. I'm willing to try again. Oh, brother. What is this? It might be worth if we can keep the wrist tight like we are. I think it's worth trying because it could happen. I think It's either gonna go or it's gonna fail miserably. Hopefully it goes, right? And short sellers can get cooked. I sense it. My senses have been good today. Is it gonna come soon? Once we see 69, if volume is printing, it should fly. Please do not false breakout. It's all we ask. Go to 75, 80, and deliver a beautiful move. Mm-mm-mm. We're losing a little bit. 66. Ah, man. Go already. I gotta make sure my mental capital stays high and my physical capital as well so I can keep attempting. I think it's kind of close to trying. The 5-minute candle, the previous one was 68.2, and then we kind of need 69 as the big level, 69.70. So not quite. Might need another 5-10 minutes maybe. But keeping an eye. Waiting patiently, watching. 5-minute candlestick has about a minute. This move better be as good as I think it'll be when it does happen. Whether now or later. What will it be? Come on, come on. Damn, bro. I'm taking too many losses here. It's just maybe a little too heavy. Come on. Like rejecting miserably. $200, too much. Trying to get that push. 60. Let's see. I didn't realize my mic was muted. I'm saying like I'm feeling like I'm running out of energy here. I Back in the days it was so easy just to like, stand here 10 hours. Now it's like I gotta go take a breakfast break, come back. This thing might take another 30 minutes. My mic might have been muted for a long time because I sneezed like a while ago. Ross is up 61K. Nice. Bro, Ross is insane, bro. Like, you know, imagine making that kind of money every day, like what your life would look like, you know? In 1 week, in one hot week, you pay off all your debt, all of it in one hot week. Or heck, even one hot day. You become a free man, zero debt. And then with it, another 2 weeks, you're already looking somewhat okay with retirement money. You know, hot day for Ross, like 200K. You know, some people, the mortgage might be 500,000, 1,000,000, 800,000. You might need a full hot week to really get even there, but outside of that, you're printing. And you know, guys like Ross are very bright, man, very smart individuals. More than likely has a great network of people as well. I can only imagine what they're doing on these dips when the market is crashing. They have to be killing it. Like there's no other way, you know. These guys are probably just like loading in sites in those massive pullbacks, like Netflix, $77, loading in, and then just riding the wave. That's where I'm trying to be, in that type of position. Doesn't necessarily has to be 60K a day, but you know, that place of freedom, you know, where your assets can pay for all your expenses and you don't have to work anymore. That's the goal for me. I know an individual up close who is in that situation. You know, got guy slightly older, owns two brownstones in Brooklyn, and just, you know, living a nice chilled life, you know. Shout out to him, by the way. Builder. This guy's a builder, carpenter, and you know, worked from the bottom and made it to where he is. So even something like that, pretty inspiring to see. I think that's more than likely the goal for most people. So, you know, we have to keep pushing through every day, little by little. ASNS, is this the backside, or does it still have more left in the tank? For next year's Traders for a Cause, I'm gonna post the link. I'll post the link in the chat. Like for those of you who are like interested, you guys can check it out. You have a ton of guys that spoke a little bit about what they do, who are like making over 100 million, some who are making over 10 million a year, some who are like 5 million a year. A couple of millionaire traders as well spoke. So, and you know, if you're a trader and you're really interested in that type of stuff, you get to network as well and meet a couple new people. CANF. CANF. Let me see. Did I resume already? Damn, that thing. Oh, that is tough, dude. Oh, that is tough. Wow. It's halted up at 1040 and resumes down at dude, that is ridiculous. 735 at a low of 662. That is tough for a resumption trade. Like imagine you're like, in there like 950, feeling pretty good about the halt up and brutal. Yeah, I'm getting closer to my wits end here. I'm gonna have to go get some breakfast and then come back. But I'm telling you, man, if I come back and this thing's at 75, I'm gonna go crazy. There's some volume coming in here, 66. How many people do we have watching? $169, not too bad. Guys, be sure to hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. If it breaks down 60, I'll take my leave here. I actually didn't see I didn't see Huddy, but I saw Laptop Legend. Actually, I didn't even get to talk to the guy. Like, it was like a weird thing where I was now looking down at my phone, and as I'm like looking down at my phone, he was walking past because I was standing in the back of the conference at some point because I was like tired of sitting down, and he was walking past. I didn't really get to like acknowledge him properly. So hopefully he didn't like, you know, hopefully he didn't look at me like, yo, this guy. But I met Tim Sykes. I should have took the one thing I didn't do. I didn't take pictures. I didn't take any pictures. Next year I'll be sure to take some pictures. I met Tim Sykes briefly. And he's pretty cool, man. Even when he spoke on stage, his personality you can tell is like, you know, he's pretty insane. Like there was a donation goal, I think, of like 50,000, and people in the audience are donating slowly. You know, it's up to 37. And he's like, man, like I'm tired of seeing this 37 number. Like it's not moving fast enough. And just, you know, donates 20K to the donation bucket. It's pretty cool stuff to see, man. You know, pretty inspiring. Like I want to be able to donate 20K, you know, so it makes you want to like come home and just like work harder and do more, and like it's really like a boost of motivation, really, you know, to be around that kind of environment and seeing all these different traders from across the globe. You know, meeting Lance as well. I mean, so a lot of these people will know me, or at least a little bit of me from like the content that we would post, but you know, meeting them and getting to know who they are. You know, Strong Trader as well, if you guys are familiar with him. The Sexy Short Seller is a pretty cool guy to meet. You know, a couple other good guys. You know, Crispy has like a small chat room, a small pod at about like maybe 50 guys or so. Met a couple of really cool guys from there. I mean, you know, from since we started hanging out, I haven't had like one bad experience yet, you know, with the people that we meet or come across. It's always been really good people, you know. Yeah, this stock is finally showing its true colors. The short sellers are rejoicing here and probably watching for 50 cents over time. Speaking of 50 cents, got to see a 50 cents performance, which was pretty cool. Um, anyhow, I'll shut it down here. I'll catch you guys later. Stay safe, stay green. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of the day. Catch you later.